Hi, I'm the Bearded Chef and you're on Cooking with Lamb channel, brought to you by Lamb and Mutton SA. Today we're making a whole lamb rib. We've got a beautiful A2 whole rib here. This is going to work perfect for the appetizer we've got planned today. The ratio of fat and meat is beautiful. We've got a lot of bone on the inside, so bone and fat with that meat, beautiful flavor. Okay, now we want to score the meat. The reason why we score the meat is just to make that fat pop. It just brings out all that flavor. So we'll start on this side, just give it some deep cuts. Just don't go into the meat too much. Just make sure you cut that first layer of fat. We need to cut all the way to the end. And the reason we need to come opposite diagonal is because we're going to make blocks, and those blocks are actually going to pop, and that flavor is just going to come out. Okay, so you want to get some flavor onto the rib now. We're going to keep it simple. The reason why we're going to keep it simple is this cut has already got so much flavor, and you don't want to spoil it with too much spice and ingredients. Let's turn it around and get the bone side first. 5 main ingredients that we're going to use. Olive oil. Give it a nice rub. Make sure you get the olive oil in there. We have to put on the salt and pepper, and this olive oil will actually make the salt and pepper stick. So pepper on, salt. You want a nice coarse sea salt. Make sure you cover the whole rib. You're going to get your hands dirty again. But get some rosemary and get your hands in there and actually rub. Get your fingers dirty. Put it between all the splits, all the ribs. Open them nicely. Need the flavor in there. Get your lemon. Make sure it's nice and bruised because you want all those juices to come out. Let's give it some flavor. Make sure you get no pips on there. Nothing worse than biting into a bitter pip. Make sure you get your hands, cover that. All right, now it's time to flip it over. Do the other side. Just repeat the process, and now we're ready for the oven. Oven is set to 200 degrees, and we want to pop it in there for about 40 minutes. So what you want to look out for is the scored fat is going to pop up, and lastly, your meat is going to go brown. It's going to caramelize beautifully. Then you know you're ready. All right, this has come out perfectly. It's been in for 40 minutes. Now this is what we talked about earlier. You can actually see how the fat is actually being popped up now. The natural fat from the sheep actually came out beautifully. You can actually see the brown caramelization of the meat, and that's due to the natural fat of the lamb. Let's get into the cutting. What you want to do is, if you look closely, is you actually want to cut from your thin side all the way up to your thick side. To handle it better, I'm just going to cut through the half first. Just will make handling much better. And at the bottom, you'll find a small piece of cartilage that you just need to press down on, and you're going to go straight through. Let's cut the slices from the top right through. All right, have a look close here. This is how you know it's perfectly done. When this actually comes down, you just need to tuck, and you see how the pieces fall off the bone. That is beautiful. Last piece on there. Before you serve it, just a nice squeeze of fresh lemon. This will just bring out all those flavors. Get that last bit of lemon on there. All right, let's give it a taste. Fantastic. Beautiful, simple and nutritious, just the way nature intended. I'm the Bearded Chef, and you've been watching Cooking with Lamb channel. Till next time.